Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of this channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about how to create an AI that can play the game of chess using neural networks. First, we need some kind of database that contains a lot of observations of real chess positions with a label that tells which side is winning. The AI needs this to be able to learn what is good and what is bad in chess. We will be using this Python library called Python Chess to help us along the way. To create the database, we have these two basic functions. This one will give us a random chess position playing random value moves until a certain depth. And this one will call a strong chess program called Stockfish to give us the approximate score of each position. Let's see how our random position looks like. And let's call Stockfish to see the score for this position. This is the score that Stockfish returned after analyzing the position. The white pieces are in clear disadvantage here. This value right here is the depth. Basically, the more we increase the depth, the better the accuracy of the score. But it will be slower to compute because it will have to look more moves ahead. Now, it's good to understand that we have to somehow convert the boards to something that the machine can understand. This representation right here might be easy for your eyes, but the neural network needs something simpler and with numbers. This function split dimensions will convert the board to something easy for the neural network. It basically converts the chessboard to a 3D matrix of sizes 14 by 8 by 8. Let's run the code to see what it means. This is the numerical representation of the board above. Let's understand. This matrix here is all the white pawns in the game. We can see that it shows a pawn here and here as ones, and we can see the pawns on the visual representation. This matrix is all the knights, bishops, rooks, queens, and king. This is all for the white pieces. Then again for the black pieces, pawns, knights, bishops, rooks, queens, and king. This extra matrix is all the attacked area by the white pieces, and this is all the attacked area by the black pieces. This information is found to be very useful for the AI and makes a big difference on the training performance. Now let's actually model the network on TensorFlow. This is the function that creates the model. As you can see, this model is simple. It just uses some convolution layers and dense. If you don't understand what are these layers, I recommend you watching a YouTube video that explains convolutional networks. We could also try something more advanced such as a residual network. If you want to test the residual model, this piece of code should get you going. Now it's training time. I already generated a dataset here. It has about 2 GB of boards and labels, which is more than enough for this example. Alright, now let's train. This code will compile the network and start fitting. I already set up a good learning rate and some callbacks to stop the training when it stops learning. And in the end, I'll just save the model to use later. It takes a while to finish, so I'll pause and continue recording when it finishes. Now, finally, let's see it playing. This is the code that runs it. It's just a simple minimax algorithm that uses the model as evaluation function. This is the actual function that is called to make the AI play a move. If you run this piece of code, you should see the AI playing against Stockfish. Now, I'm gonna show you some matches that our AI has played. On this first match, the AI will be playing against me. I'll be the player that starts the game. Let's see. this position I stopped and considered a draw. It is not possible to promote this pawn if I use my pieces correctly, just staying here and preventing the progress of the king and rook. That was a great match. Actually, I had to think a lot about some moves. This match took almost an entire afternoon to finish, because my naive search algorithm was not efficient and was taking about 30 minutes per move just for the f3 in the start of the game. But it definitely played better than I expected. By the way, I would really like to know what you think about this match in the comments below. That's it everyone, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe in the channel so you know when I bring new interesting things to you. Thank you and see you next time.